base is what I was going for.
I know it's not quite apples to apples, but you were thrown into a tough spot in that Penn State league, playing exactly. What advice did you give to Luke Montgomery, knowing he was going to play a big factor in your guys' game against Tennessee? What advice did you give him, as he's kind of getting thrown in the fire as well?
Yeah, no. Advice I gave to Luke, I was just like, this is the same game you've been playing since you were a little kid. Now just millions more people are watching it. So don't make it bigger than it has to be. Sometimes a lot of guys can get caught up in the bright lights, and sometimes guys freeze up because of that. Just keeping the main thing, and that's just the guys in front of you, the 11-on-11 football. So, he obviously played a great job, and obviously he had a great step forward in his development. But just my advice to him was just play the same game you've been playing since you were like 5-6 years old.
Real quick, do you have a preference on tackle or guard? Do you like one better than the other, or just whatever?
I just like playing offensive line. I'm gonna have preference.
Could you play center if they asked you to?
I gotta learn how to snap, but I feel like I could do it. Seth always says that center's harder than what it seems. So I was like, just give me to learn how to snap. I can get there.
As you adjusted from playing in the phone booth to playing out wide and having more space, was there a certain kind of rush that was like, it felt different, whether it was speed, power, a swipe, like one you had to adjust to just because it felt different coming at you from different angles?
Yeah, the speed's different.
Okay.
Obviously at guard you go against guys who run around like 330.
Yeah.
Obviously they're athletic, but they're not giving you speed of guys who run like 4.340. Yep. So the speed's different. You got to be able to get your hands on these guys a lot. You got to be able to get your hands on these guys in space. This is a lot different at guards. Sometimes they'll run into the center or they'll try to bump into the tackle. But at tackle, like, you're on an island. You're one-on-one with the guy. So just knowing your rusher and knowing your personnel is important.
Is setting to the spot as much about being disciplined and just getting to that spot however you can, like without giving into whatever they're trying to lure you into?
Yeah, sometimes they'll line up in a wide 9. And they're trying to make you jump out to them.
Jump out, right?
Yeah, so they're trying to get you off their spot. So there's a string between the rusher and the quarterback, and they're trying to stay on the string.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get in the middle of that string, which is where the spot is.
Right.
So they might set close to you, trying to make you set out to them, and they'll go back inside because that's what the string is. They're trying to set out wide to you, so you get way out, and then there's a two-way go on you. So being able to stay disciplined, set back to the spot to try to go to work there.
What about handling like games and stuff? Has that been different at tackle as well?
Yeah, it's been different. Obviously I was on one end of the game, now I'm on the other. So it's just having trust in the guy next to you. Games are all about staying on level and being trusting the guy next to you to pass them off with you.
Right.
Obviously this team does a great job with games, so you just gotta be on our stuff of what we're doing as a line.
Thank you.
You didn't go against Jordan Birch last time around. He wasn't available. He is this time. What have you seen out of him on tape?
Yeah, he's a very powerful edge rusher, and he has the ability to throw tackles into the back of the quarterback. He's done it all year, and then just when you think you're about to get power, he'll hit you with hands and be able to swat your hands away and be able to get an edge and stack you and be able to get to the quarterback. So he's a great rusher, guy who's going to be making a lot of money here soon. But you just got to be able to trust in your training and trust in your technique.
We didn't hear James Pierce Jr.'s name much in the Tennessee game. I mean, how did you guys really go about really nullifying his impact?
Yeah, no, obviously he's another great rusher who had a unique skill set, but we just trusted in our training and what we did throughout the week to try to execute it on the field.
You just moving to tackle. Several weeks into it, what's been the biggest adjustment for you in terms of playing tackle?
I would just say just operating in space. You go against guys who are, a lack of better words, a much better athlete than you, trying to get an edge, trying to go inside or trying to go through you. So you gotta be able to operate in space and be comfortable in space to try to block the guy in front of you.
How important was it to have a game like Tennessee? I mean, you guys had to play well, and you guys weren't going to advance. Just what's your thought about what the offensive line put together?
Yeah, I mean that's just the story of the playoffs, man. Everybody got to play well if you want to advance. But in terms of a unit, we were able to execute the way we knew we could. But that was last week. This week poses a new challenge. Oregon runs a lot of different fronts: 4 down, 3 down, sometimes even 5 down, and they move and shift out of that, and they have the guys and the personnel to do so. So they throw a lot at you. So it's our job to try to know what's in front of us, communicate as well as we can to try to execute as best for the offense. We've been through a lot. Yeah, we've been through a lot. Starting from fall camp, we had guys sick. I mean, I was out, hurt, and then guys came back and everything like that. But then we had guys hurt. Our All-American center, our Remington Award-winning center got hurt. And then we had Josh Simmons go out at tackle, and he was going to be another All-American. So guys had to adjust. You know, obviously I had to move out to tackle. Well, I was the only one that had to make a change. You know, Carson moved from guard to center. You know, Austin Sarabel went from left and right guard. Luke had to come in, so we're kind of down to like our 8th and 9th guys kind of going here, and so a lot of credit to Coach Fry and the offensive line staff, Mike, Coach Salini, and Coach Drebno. That's trying to coach guys up to go and win games, but you know, we just had to stay together as a unit. You know, we can't listen to outside noise. Obviously, everyone's a perfect O-line coach from home, but we just had to believe in each other, believe in the guy next to you, and just try to execute on the field.
How does it say? Somebody told me this is like the 7th offensive line. What does that tell you about resiliency?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it shows resiliency and also versatility. You know, a lot of guys playing different positions. A lot of guys being in positions that initially we didn't think we'd play, but at the end of the day, if we want to win games, we got to play it. So just trying to execute and put the best thing on the field for the team.
How hard is it to go for the lane? Describe how hard.
Yeah. Luckily, I was able to stay on the left side, so it wasn't like left brain, right brain in terms of plays. But you know, guard and tackle, it's a night and day difference. You know, you go against a different rusher. There's a different part of the scheme you're a part of. You know, at guard, you go against guys who are, you know, 330 to 340 in terms of weight, and then at tackle, you go against guys who are 250, 240, can run 4.3s. So there's a whole different aspect of the game that I had to get used to very fast. So it was different, but at the end of the day, I had guys coming along the way. You know, obviously we have 2 great edge rushers here with JT and Jack, and then obviously other edge rushers with you know, Kenyatta and Caden. So they helped me a lot in practice and after practice, getting extra work, so I can try to get acclimated as fast as possible.
I gotta pause it real quickly, okay? Dennis.